Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Penguin and welcome back to Farming Simulator 15 Let's Play Season 2 Episode 2. We are here in Coldborough Park Farm. So last episode I left off with us harvesting the field number 3 over there. Since then I have harvested all but 2 of the fields that we own. So I've harvested 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. I've just got 5 and 8 to do. Nobody responded about this field, which is to be expected really, because I didn't know what to do with it either, so you guys probably didn't. But what I've decided to do is, I'm not going to put a grass headland around this, I don't think, just yet. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I might not actually put anything else on this. In fact, I might just cover it in grass and use it as a hayfield for you know, hay bales or silage bales. That goes with number 5 as well. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the harvester to go on field 8. And while the harvester's going, though it won't take long before it fills up, I'm going to do some baling because I've got straw swath over there on field 6. I've got straw swath on 3, 2. I'm going to put some on 8. So that's, I've got straw swath on 4 fields. So that should be quite a lot of bale. So I shouldn't have to do baling for quite a while. But I don't know, it depends how much the animals go through once we get them. If I just push that. Can we do that? No, that's not how they do it in real life. I haven't yet got like a just a bit of a runaround track that I can use to pull this. I actually might use the T4. I think we've got a T4, New Holland T4, so I might use that to pull this around, just so I don't have to put it on the back of the harvester, because it is kind of hard to get in the field sometimes. Right. Disable straw swath, no. Right, off it goes. This is wheat. So this is the case. I think I'm actually going to have to use this for baling. In fact, this actually might not be powerful. I've seen people use cases before, and I think I've done it in the past, and it doesn't work with a square bale. I'm going to square bale the straw, just for making it a lot easier. Though I'm not going to collect it today, because I'm waiting on a mod to be reviewed, so I can use it. Basically, the way it goes is, when I use mods, I generally use them. I review them in a mod show first. That's kind of the first look at mods. Doesn't always happen. And then if they're good enough, I'll use them in Let's Plays. There's one thing for sure, I've just put this in the wrong place. I never use mods in Let's Plays without looking at them in mod shows, but I might use them when I'm just playing about on my own. Anyway, I need to put this back because I'm not using it for now. It does need a wash, but not yet. I'll clean it later. I did say I was going to do a lot of first person work, and so far I'm not living up to that, so I'm going to try. So what's the power of this thing? 203, and the power requirement for the baler is 122, so it should work, but I've known people to have problems. I'm going to need bigger tractors. Well, I say I'm going to need a few bigger tractors. Tractors I'm looking at are the Case Quad Track and one of the fast tracks. Not too sure on what fast track yet. Big one or small one? We could afford all 3 of the top ones. Whether I'm going to do that or not, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. I like the T8 as well, T8320. Smart Tracks is alright, but I don't know. It's just the tracks on the rear and not having them on the front as well. It's just a bit weird. It's personal preference. I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to need, for when I collect the bales, I'm also going to need a pretty heavy tractor. I might get this one, and obviously I'm going to need the case. Let's get this one for now. Let's go and buy that. Is there anything else I need right now? No, there isn't. So I'm gonna just park you up here for now because I don't need you. Is the harvester stuck? Because I haven't seen it. No, it's fine. Turn it around. Aha, here we are. This should be more than enough power to control this, so yeah. I've been also looking at these fields here, and if I should get them or not. I am kind of leaning towards buying some, but I have only got 1.5 million, and I need to get all the stuff, the pigs, the beef cattle, the milk cows, the sheep. So yeah, some of these might have to wait. They'll be fine for now. They won't wither just yet. Oh, these AI drive too slow for my liking. Not every day a tractor overtakes a car. It's usually the other way around. So you can see here I've covered this portion of the field in grass. I didn't actually harvest the crop there, which I probably should have done. I just went over it with the sower and just covered it in grass, because with that tree being there and with the width of the header on the harvester, it's just really awkward going around that tree. And you'll see over there, you can see the grass around that tree is bigger than usual. It's because I went round it a couple of times with the sower, with grass, and I planted some grass around it. There we go. For a second I thought it wasn't going to pick it up, then I was like, well, right. Let's go and empty the first load of harvester on this field. I've been using the Steyr. Where is it? Steyr Multi 4115. It's got the front loader attachment on it. Usually I'd sell these tractors, but they're actually pretty good. I kind of feel guilty. I've never really gave them a chance. I've always been, stuck with the more familiar brands such as New Holland and Case. But yeah, I mean, once we get the cows or the sheep going, I'll probably just put it back down there, because that's where I got it from. I brought it up here to the main farm to use to pull the trailer, because the New Holland was on the cedar doing the headlands of grass. The Case was on the cultivator cultivating the grass. Once I planted it, just so it doesn't grow, and to get rid of those bits of wheat that are sticking out in places. The T4 just wouldn't have been able to pull this. It's just too small. The T4's... Honestly, I don't know what the T4 is really used for. I would say I found it useless, but... What is he doing? Oh, he's going from that angle. That was pretty pointless, dude. What is he doing? Why couldn't he have just done... I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so this is the... what's this one? T6. This is a T4. Here we are. Right. Feel I'm gonna bale first. Do number. Oh. Looks like I'm gonna have to go around. It's catching on that pole. I'll do fail number... I'll do number 3 first. It's the most furthest away. Let's unfold it. Sweet. You see there in the bottom right, above the when it shows mile per hour and whatever, I've got it's a mod. It's the bale counter. It basically counts how many bales I've done in this session and how many bales I've made throughout the whole map. So this is good for when well, it's just good for knowing how many bales I've made. It also I can write down how many bales I've got off per field, so that when I come to collecting, I'll count up the end. I'll stack them, and I'll like say I got 20 off this field. I'll stack them all up at the end. Oh, I got 20 in this stack, so that means that's all of them collected. I haven't missed any. So yeah, it's really useful and helpful. Right, turn it on. Yep, it's working. Right, I could do this from inside the cab. I'm not going to be too worried if I miss little bits. Obviously, I'll go back around if I miss quite large areas. Wow, we're actually getting we've already created one there. I reckon there's going to be more than 20. You see, I missed a little bit there. Not going to cry over that. Harvest is nearly full. Go and sort out the harvester. I want to try and keep this harvester moving as much as possible. When it gets the harvest in, then hopefully, if I'm just going to do animal work, I shouldn't really have to worry. you gonna go? It's gonna go around again. In fact, no, you're not. You're not. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop you, and you're gonna do it like a normal harvester would. We'll start from there. Off you go. I don't know what it is. He's been doing it quite a lot lately. He'll come to the end, and instead of doing the was it like the 2-point reverse? No, it's 1 because he comes to the end, and then he'll reverse. He'll curve round and then drive. But instead, he just wants to go around, like around it. I don't understand why he's doing that. Oh, he's actually nearly full again. So that's a full trail, 21,700 litres of grain, wheat to be precise. And I'm now going to go and tip this. I've got 2 options when tipping. I can tip it in there or here. Just to be realistic, I am going to tip it here. This is wheat, far end one. Because a lot of UK farms, especially like the... especially the smaller ones, they don't have... I forgot what they call them, like grain dryers or something. It basically shoots them up into a big silo. They basically have a shed like this to store the grain in. So it's a lot cheaper to build a shed than it is to build a grain silo that, you know, where you have to build a machine that shoots it up to the top. Whereas building these, you just throw it in and then you'll shovel it out when you need it. So there we go. When it comes to loading the grain, I am afraid I'm going to use that. I just don't really have the time to be a... Oh! I don't really have the time to be loading it with a shovel. A front loader and a shovel. I mean, I would get the wheel loader in there, but there's just isn't enough room. I'd have to do it with a small tractor like this, or possibly the telehandler. Not really my thing. Especially I mean, this wouldn't reach high enough to load some of the high trailers. So, I think the refill pipe is the only option. See, here it'll turn round properly. Right, I'm going to wait while he's finished this bit. So I'm not accelerating. Look, that's how steep the hill is. He's not done such a bad job so far, this harvester. I think I'll use him again. Well, not harvester, but the harvester guy, the driver. He's not done a bad job. So I think I'll hire him again. Saves me having to do it all anyway. Just leave it there. Let's start baling this again. There's 12 bales so far. That is quite a lot. I mean, this isn't... It's fairly big. I mean, field 2 is... That's probably the same size. Field 6 again, probably say. So yeah, it's probably one of the bigger fields actually. I mean, I reckon we'll get about 50. Judging by the fact we've already got 15 and we haven't even done 2 rounds of the field. I mean, any bits that I do miss will just get ploughed under anyway, or cultivated under. It's not like it's going to affect the field in any way. And usually I get most of the bits that I've missed when I turn around, so like this one I can get when I turn the tractor around to do the next strip. The harvester may have stopped. Yeah. Thought so. He's not intelligent enough to notice there's a bit still up there. I think I'm just going to do this bit myself. Make life a lot more easier. Right then, there we go. Let me just fold this. Drop that off. One thing that never opens, like, if you, generally when you unfold things, and, you hop out with the vehicle, they'll continue unfolding, but when you open up the pipe on a harvester and you hop out of the vehicle, it just stops, and I've never known why. When it does it with any other thing in the game, why can't it do it with the pipe on the harvester? I mean, it's not realistic to hop out of the vehicle when unfolding any implement, but to be able to do it with, say, a cultivator but not the pipe on a harvester, I don't get it. It's a shame I can't get all the harvester instruments. I haven't done bad though. I'll go and empty this and empty it again. Empty the harvester again. Then we'll fold the harvester up and take it to the last field, which won't take a minute. I don't know how much we've actually got in the storage. 237,432 litres of barley, 94,694 litres of wheat, still going up though, and 49,381 litres of canola, though there wasn't that much, to be fair. There was more. Well, it's not that you don't get that much off the those fields anyway. Canola fields, or oilseed rape. It's actually called oilseed rape, but I don't know, people just like to call it canola. But yeah, you don't get that much off the field with that, though it is worth more. But I think people have done tests and they've shown that wheat and barley actually bring in the most money when it comes to fields. And well, when it comes to how much you get off the field versus how much you get paid for, when you compare the two different types of crop. That it all does depend on the prices in the shop as well. If you've, like I did it last season, I think I was just growing one crop like all the time. So when I was selling it, I was proper like manipulating the price to a point where it was worth absolutely nothing. Because basically, it works on a supply versus demand type of basis. So if you're supplying too much of one thing, there's going to be a drop in demand, whereas there will be a demand in something else. And I really did mess with the prices. So, yeah, things weren't worth as much as they could have been. Anyway, with this field done, I'm going to hop back in the harvester. I'll come cultivate this later. Fold that up. And we'll go to the next field, which is field 5. Okay, which side does it open from? This side, I reckon. Yep. What's going to be? I'm going to have to drive on the crop. I mean, that's what they do anyway, farmers. I've seen them do it. When they go into the field with the harvester, they'll generally drive on the crop because they're only driving on the bit at the edge, so they're not losing that much. And it's not like if they might lose any, they might just flatten it a little. They might still be able to salvage it, I'm not sure. I mean, I have no experience on a farm. I have been on a farm. I've been in a tractor before. A family member of mine used to own it or run it, or work on there. But I was only a little kid. Took me out in the tractor one day. Don't ask what tractor it was, I have no idea. Vague memory, it was blue, so I'm guessing New Holland. I could be wrong though. Pretty sure it was a blue tractor. Alright. Oh! I just felt something hit the fence. I don't know what that was. I need to straighten this out. Okay, so I need to turn the straw swath off. Actually, before I do this, I'm gonna finish baling this field, and at least we do have one field done of bales, and it gives me something to do for the video. Right then, so I've done this field, finally finished it. It says 39 on the bale counter, though I have yet to unload the baler, so I've turned the baler off and that, and it says unload baler. So what I do is I press 0, it's 1, 2, so 41 altogether. Actually, when I said earlier, when I was guessing how much I'd get off this field, I said 50. I was kind of you know, dancing about between 40 and 50 in my head, and I actually went for 50, but yeah, 40 was closer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold that up. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to collect these today because I'm going to look into a mod that not necessarily going to help me, but is more realistic for this type of farm. So like I said, I'm gonna go and put this away because I'm not going to do any more baling for now. I'll do some more later. Put it back where I got it. I did get it from the middle one, but it doesn't really matter. Cool. So 41. I am going to note that down on my with my trusty pen and paper. You know, always go to basics. Who needs a notepad in Windows when you've got pen and paper? So just need to make a note. That was field 3. 41 bales, field 3. So when I come to collect, oops, when I come to collect the bales, I'll know if I've got 43 when I stack them all up. And if I do, I know I've got every single one and I haven't missed any. None's gone missing, nobody's stolen one. You know, you never know. This is a quiet village. It's a quiet village, but even thieves can lurk in quiet villages. Or I don't know, one's rolled away. But I can't see how they'd roll away when they're square. Anyway, I'm now gonna. Alright, straw swath is off. Right, I'm gonna harvest this field, and you're gonna watch me do it. Let's try and do it first person. First person harvesting. I try and do it like they do it in real life. They go three times around the edge, then up and down the middle. Though this field isn't big enough, so I think I'm just going to go around the edge. I mean, I won't be able to go around this 3 times and then go up and down the middle. I doubt I'll be able to go around it twice. Hopefully I won't have to empty it either. That'll be a pain. I need to go and get the tractor again. The trail. I mean, I turned the engine off on the tractor. I mean, that's no big deal, but it means having to bring it down to this field. I haven't done that. I've left it up on the farm. Though it isn't that far away, so I suppose it's not much of a problem. I actually might be able to go around 3 times. I am going to have to tip out the grain anyway. So I'm 50%. I've already gone round once. I've got to go round again, even though it's not as there's not as much grain to come off when I go around again because it's not as wide. I have to go around more than twice. So I don't know. It'd be good if I got directly 100%. Like every single bit off the field as well. That'd be good. I doubt very much that'd happen. I don't know actually. I think, yeah, I'll definitely be able to get it all in. Watch myself. I'll just probably curse myself now. I mean, I'm still going to have to bring the tractor down here now anyway, thinking about it, because I have to come and empty it. What would be a bummer if I had to empty the harvester, empty it again, fill the trailer up, and there'd only be like 1% left in the grain tank in the harvester. That is annoying. It's frustrating, because it's like, I have to drive all that way and then come back and empty you. Because you're not meant to, not like meant to drive on the roads with the harvester unfolded, especially a harvester of this size, with the pipe sticking out of the back. It's a hazard. As well as the steps. If you notice, when I fold the harvester up, oh, sorry, I have to empty it. Let's open that up. You'll notice when I fold it, the stairs, they swing round over the track, whereas when it's unfolded, they swing round and face that way. I don't know the reasoning behind that. It's just something they do. But when you get out, that is actually meant to spin round. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, I need this. Fill you up. This might as well go for a wash now, seeing as I'm not going to be using it till next year. When I say next year, I don't mean years in real life. Every time I do a harvest in this game, I will consider that a year, because usually you harvest every year. You don't harvest more than once a year. Though you do have spring crop and winter crop. The way I'm going to play it is I'm just going to do it every year. So this is year 1. Next year's harvest will be year 2. So on and so on. Right. It's like, I'm just going to demonstrate as the pipe goes in. When I fold this up, the steps should spin round. Alright, it's not doing it. Oh, see, it was unfolding then. I don't know, the steps are meant to fold round, because once you walk up you can't get up there. Or is it... Ah, that's it. What they do is, they spin them round over the track, climb up, and then they spin them round so they're facing that way, so they're not sticking out the side and being a potential hazard. So yeah, that's how it should look when it's just driving on the road. I'm going to take this back first, to get this out of the way. Might as well send this for a spray. Well, it is a spray, but for a clean as well. I think last time I emptied it there, didn't I? I might have done actually, I don't know. I don't know, if I do empty it there, it's just because that's what I'm used to with other maps. But I will try and empty it here if I remember, because that is the realistic way. I'm going to put this back where I got it from. Oh, I'm just going to wash it first. Oh, never mind, I can't put it in, there's a tractor there. get that. Okay, let's wash it. The loader part done. Let's do the tractor. The best thing about this is you can just hold it in one position, and sometimes if it's a really big machine so it takes longer to clean, I'll set it to go and then I'll alt tab while I'm holding the mouse down so it keeps the pressure washer going. And then I don't know, I'll just browse the internet and then I'll come back in and it'll be clean because it's kept washing it while I've been alt tab. Also I can't do that while I'm recording because it'd knock off the recording, and that is not a good thing. I am going to have to just put it in here, aren't I? I mean, this tractor should be down where the sheep are, but I'm going to keep it up here for now. There's no need to take it down there for now. Saying that, there's no need to keep it up here. I don't really need to use it for anything. Fact, because I'm not going to be accessing the grain at all. I'm just gonna chuck it here. I mean, I don't need to access that bucket, but if I do, I'll just move the trailer. Right. Engine off. There we go. So let's just tab to the harvester. Now, I have no idea where I'm going to put this header. I think I'm just going to have to leave it outside, and that's not the best thing. You are meant to put them in storage, otherwise they do become a victim to weathering, such as rain. I don't know, they might become rusty, or... It's not like they can't get water in them, they can, because you obviously can wash them, but leaving them out in, you know, to nature will eventually just ruin them. The paint, like I said, it might get rusty. Ideally, I want to back this in the header, because there's a place I like to put it on my. Oh, it's close. There we go. Clean off the header first, get that parked up, and then I'll clean the harvester. Harvester's going in there. I probably, if I, you know, spent enough time, I probably could be able to back the header in there, but it's just a lot of messing around. If I put it down the side of the shed, it's a lot easier. I could even just drive into the field and turn around and come back, pack it up that way, but I'm going to give it a go backing it in. There we go, like that. Just keep going. Ooh, nearly. I mean, I'm not that too fussed if it's not like totally stuck up against the wall. As long as it's not blocking the. That's probably the best I've ever done it. Wow. Have a look at that. It's actually not a bad effort. I can't get round. Ah, I'm stuck. Let's see if it's actually clipping into the... no, it isn't. It isn't hitting the fence. And there's paths clear so they can get in and out of the field when I come to cultivate it. Right, let's wash this harvester. So this is where the harvester's going to live. This is where the other harvester was anyway. So it always seems right to... Basically, it's like the big brother or the daddy or of the little New Holland. So obviously it's a lot bigger. Yep. See, I probably could have squeezed the header down there. But it's just a lot of messing around. I mean, the worst part is when backing this in is you've got a like an articulation point here, and then you've got an articulation point under there. So you turn it. Say you turn the harvester that way, and you want the header to go that way. Well, no, it's you have to turn the harvester that way if you want the header to go that way, because as you turn that way, that pushes the bar that way, which then pushes this end that way. It's confusing when you speak about it. Obviously when you do it, you know what's happening. Look how detailed that is. All the hydraulic hoses and things of goodness that they need. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it there for today, for today's episode. We've done quite a lot. We've harvested this field, we've harvested that field, we've done some baling. Between now and next episode, hopefully I'll get all of the fields baled. I'm going to, like I did with the field 3, I'm going to note down the amount of bales I get off each field. When we come back next time, we're going to collect the bales. That's one main thing. We're going to distribute them to the sheep, where the cows are at the sheep, and where the cows are at the pigs. Because the cows need straw, the sheep don't. But the pigs and beef cattle also need straw, and obviously there's going to be more of them up there. Well, I said there's going to be more of them up there, but say if there's 50 cows down where the milk producing place is, if I'm going to have 50 of each animal, that means there's 100 up there. If, you know, you add the two together, so you're going to need double the amount of bales. So yep, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've enjoyed making it. Yep, that's it. So thank you for watching. Please like, favourite and subscribe, and we'll see you next time, next week hopefully, for another episode of Farm Simulator 15 Let's Play Season 2 at Coldborough Park Farm. Ta-ra.